Alright, I've had this review coming for a long time. Sorry guys, it's been taking me so long to get around to making this video. But I wanted to make sure I've tried everything I can with the backpack. And I've had a good set of miles with it before I actually give you an honest review. Some of you have asked me if there's a big difference between this backpack and the Camelbak Trizip, so I'll be getting to that too. And some of you even asked me on messages and private emails on whether or not I like the light speed, the Tad Gear light speed better than the Mr. Ranch or the other way around. So I'll get to that too. This is probably going to be a long video, sorry for that, but there's a lot of things I need to get to regarding this backpack, and I want to give you my honest opinion. Now that I've been using it for too long, especially because I know how expensive gear can be, especially this kind of gear, and backpacks is one of those things. But anyway, right off the bat, I wanted to explain why I switched my Camelbak Trizip for the 3-day assault backpack. Because I've had a lot of people ask me if there's a big difference between the two, which one is better, is it really worth going with all the more expensive one. To be honest, there was no reason for me to sell the Trizip, none at all. Except that after I got my Tad Gear Lightspeed, I started asking myself maybe the Tad Gear EDC backpack could be better for me, because I did have some problems with the Trizip. One of those was the organization that the backpack had was not the best, and the Tad Gear EDC actually I thought had a lot better organization. I liked the beaver tail that all Tad Gear backpacks have. This beaver tail right here is really handy. It has always been handy on the light speed, and I thought it will be better on the EDC. Also, the shoulder straps on the Tad Gear backpacks are really comfortable. At least the light speed one. So I ordered it. I sold the Trizip. It was around my birthday, so I thought, why not? I spent the extra money and I got the Tad Gear EDC. Cost me about $360 after shipping and taxes, and I got it. I really liked it, but then I started going a couple of hikes with it, and they were not small hikes. They were 14, 15 miles per day. I only did 2 hikes with it, and to be honest, it was just not comfortable for me. It was a great backpack, very well built. The organization was great, the materials was great, the stitching was great. I love the design, but I at least did not like how he handled heavy loads. It was not as good as this type of backpack of carrying weights between 30 to 40 pounds. Both times I came back from those long hikes, my shoulders were killing me, my back was killing me, and I tried everything I could to like the backpack, but I just didn't. That's not anything against Tad Gear. I really like a lot of the gear, but that backpack was just not meant for me. I found over the year that backpacks can be kind of like shoes. You have to find the one that fits you the best, and it probably won't fit other people the same way. It probably won't work for other people, but if it works for you, go for it. So once I sold it again for about the same price I got it. I lost some money, but it wasn't much. I asked myself, do I want to go back to the Trizip, or do I want to try the Mr. Ranch 3-day assault backpack? Originally, I wanted to try the Dragon Slayer because it's basically the same backpack except with more civilian intended purposes, and it was a little bit cheaper. But they've discontinued that backpack. I know they introduced it again this year, but it's different. It's not the same as the 3-day assault pack anymore. So I started looking around. I called Mr. Ranch a couple of times. I asked them what backpack, if they thought what size will be best for me if due to my height. I'm 5'7". I'm about 190 to 200 pounds, and they told me go with a small belt, go with a small yoke, and and they'll probably work for you. Problem was, I knew that wouldn't work. I knew that I have big hips, so I will need at least a medium yoke. A medium belt. The yoke, I wasn't 100% sure, so I ordered. It came with a small yoke and a medium belt. It cost me about $360 plus $16 for shipping. It cost me a little more. One, because I ordered the padded extra waist belt. I knew I wanted it. It was one of the reasons why I looked to upgrade from the Camelbak Trizip. It was the belt. The belt that comes with the Trizip is actually really good. It's kind of like a little bit less padded than this one, but this one, as you can see, has moly webbing on it, and it allows me to attach pouches like this when I'm carrying my camera or snacks. It's also removable. I'll show you that later. And the Trizip didn't have that. The other thing I liked about this backpack that the Trizip has that I didn't like was the moly in the front on the Trizip was not something for me. I just didn't need it. These daisy chain loops are actually a lot more handy for me, just to put clips, carabiners, small stuff. The other thing I like was the mesh pockets that you can see right here on the side. The Trizip has kind of like slim design pockets on the side that they work fine, but I've started wondering maybe the mesh pockets will work better for me. The 3-day assault pack does have some moly right here on the front. It's minimal, and on the side it has it here and it has it here, and it works fine. You know, if I'm not going to put anything big on it, I'm probably just going to put small stuff. So it works fine. It was not a lot. It was not more moly than I needed it. It was just enough, and that was one of the things I like. Also, it has this Velcro patch right here at the top. The Trizip had it right here on a triangular shape, and I always had the problem that you cannot use a lot of the space because the triangular shape is very odd. So right here on the top was fine. I know that the Dragon Slayer, the more hunting model, does not have the Velcro patch, which maybe will have been better that way, maybe not. It doesn't really matter to me. The other thing that the 3-day assault backpack has that I really like compared to the Camelbak is it comes with a straps here at the bottom, so you can hang things, attach things at the bottom of the backpack. This comes included. You don't have to buy more. You don't need to add anything extra. I know that the Trizip does have this kind of webbing at the bottom. It's not really moly, it's just webbing. But this one comes with this already, and I thought that was great because it also helps, as you can see, cinch down the weight here at the bottom, and it makes a little more stable platform. Now the other thing I liked about this is that I liked about this one was the zippers that come in the 3-day assault backpack are much more heavy duty water resistant zippers, and that's something I really like. The zippers on the Trizip were okay, you know, there was nothing wrong with them, but these are a bit of an improvement. And I personally like the color, the black zippers with the coyote brown. That's just something I like. I know a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people will prefer matching zippers, but I prefer this. But anyway, now the things that this backpack comes with that I didn't really care about was this one has one pocket right here at the top that the Trizip does not come with. The Trizip only comes with one pocket here. This is supposed to be an organization pocket, and I'll show you in a little bit, but it doesn't really do a good job of organizing anything. Now this backpack, unlike the Trizip, comes with another zipper right here. As you can see, it's supposed to be for direct access to the inside of the backpack for if you're using a military radio, so you can access the controllers and the buttons and everything, and you can have the antenna stick out. I don't use this. I don't need this, but it's there. Whatever. I do miss though the thing on the Trizip was the insulated water bladder pocket that all Camelbak backpacks come with. That's something this backpack doesn't have that I actually really miss. For that reason, I'm looking of getting an already insulated water bladder with a separate compartment for that, because I do miss that. The other thing this backpack has are a separate compartment right here. I don't know if you can really tell. Let me take this out. It's right above the other mesh pocket. As you can see, it goes through the bottom. Not sure what's the intended purpose of that pocket, but I've been using it so far for holding my trekking poles, and sometimes I use it for holding other items that I may be needing. The other things that this backpack has that are different to the Trizip, some of them are on the inside. I'll be showing that later. But the biggest perhaps difference is the belt. The belt that Mr. Ranch uses for this backpack is different. It's different in that the wing style belt, as you can see, sort of separated from the actual body of the backpack, and you attach it via some plastic wings right here on the side. Let me see if I can show you. You start by removing the buckles right here. Yeah, the webbing that they use for the belt is really heavy duty, as you can see. Sometimes it's kind of unwilling to move. There you go. Okay. Sorry if I'm wasting a lot of video time here. I'm trying just to show you guys to give you a better idea. Alright, you remove that, and then you pull the wing off to the side, like this. And then there's a buckle right here that you undo. And you see the compartment right here. You can probably store the belt itself in here if you want to. But if you want to just remove this, just undo the Velcro. And the Velcro holds really well. Don't be fooled by such a simple design. It works really well. And this belt, this extra padded wings are really comfortable. I've actually been really happy with this. You can see how much thicker they are. They work very well. The molly on the side is not really a lot. I kind of wish it would have been 4 rows instead of just 3, because most pouches that could fit here will require will require 4 rows instead of just 2, instead of just the 3. But it's not really a big problem. But yeah, so after you do that, you just put back everything. I'm kind of just going real quick right here. Sorry if this keeps moving. I'm trying not to make a lot of noise with the table. But yeah, and then on the other side, on the other part, if you have a Trizip, you know how this works. This the yoke harness that they use is the exact same, but the only difference is that the plate that they use is different. The one that they use on Camelbaks have metal rods making a T shape. This one's just plastic, or it's not real plastic. I don't know what it is. I forget the name. You can look up on Mr. Ranch's website for that. And it works the exact same way as the Trizip. The other difference, the only small difference on the harness is this one has elastics right here on the top. And the biggest difference, perhaps, well, besides the chest harness doesn't have any elastic, which I kind of wish it did. But the biggest difference, perhaps, is how long the harness are. I mean, the straps. Look, just the chest harness alone is huge. I've been using these Velcro tabs that I made myself just to hold it in place. Just so you know, so you can see how long this is. It's huge. There. That's how long the shoulder straps harness are. And the reason for that is because if this is intended to be worn with body armor, and if you do, you probably need the extra straps. But I'm seriously thinking of cutting this. I probably will cut this. I wanted to wait until I make the video just to show you guys, but I will be cutting this because this is just too long for regular day trips to the mountains. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the video right here. I'm running out of time. I'm gonna continue in the second part.